What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Ryan. Smash that subscribe button, it really helps out. But we're getting a very early start this morning. We're going to spend our Saturday. First thing this morning, we're going to Cars and Coffee. So we hadn't actually been to one in a while, so that'll be nice to check out. But out of all the ones, we chose one of the coldest coldest days. So about 20 degrees out right now. So trying not to freeze my butt off, but as always, got a little bit of a late start. So now that we've woke the neighbors and pissed them off, let's get out of here. So we made it to the pre-meet because you know how the boys do. You always got to meet up first and then all cruise over together. So we actually met up with Paul, and then it was kind of like a stinger crowd. So that's what, I don't know if I've ever introduced his car to the channel, but Paul has a Kia Stinger, so he met up with like a stinger group. So we're cruising over with them. So I'm the odd man out, which that's fine, whatever. Everybody's a car enthusiast, so everybody can get down with whatever make and model. But we're cruising over to the meet now, so we'll update when we actually get there. Since I'm the odd man out, I'll park separate, but let's go take a look at Paul's car and meet up with him. Here's Paul's car. It's a 2019 Stinger. So just a few things so far done to it. I think he wants to kind of throw a tune at it, and it's amazing how much just a tune on these cars can up the horsepower. Paul's getting the hookups. Yes. He's got a whole whopping 3 filters. He's the only one here with the stock airbox still.
Perks of remaining stock.
Give us the rundown. I was telling him you got a 2019 Stinger. What all is done to it so far?
Pretty minimal so far. I like the warranty on it, so I'm not going to go crazy just yet, but I've got a oil catch can and just a minor visual stuff. I rebadged the car. Originally this one didn't have the Stinger there, it just had the Kia logo, so I replaced that. Took off the GT badges, keep it a little more stealthy, and then the side reflectors, I went ahead and got them. They are painted black, so it's not tinted, it's straight up painted, and I think it gives it a little sleeker look. That's pretty much it for now.
Big things to come out saying, I think you want to throw a tune at it just because you can gain how much horsepower just off a tune alone?
Depends how crazy you go. If at the minimum, I think I can probably do somewhere around like 420 at the wheels.
Which is nuts, because what do they come stock about?
Stock is 365 at the crank, so yeah.
So nice pickup for, yeah, just a tune, so. We just left Cars and Coffee. What a blast, but man, it was freaking freezing. So I feel like my brain's not working. I haven't even got any shots of my own car, so kind of just pulled over so I can get a few shots, at least since I've had the car out today. But what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take you all along because I really didn't get too much footage. I was just too busy mingling and catching up with Paul and everything, just having a good time checking out all the cars. But I tried to get some highlights, but man, it was just so cold. I feel like my brain wasn't working to film too much. But I'm gonna take you all along. I'm actually going to go to my mom's house and pick up my Z. Unfortunately, the Chaos garage is kind of overflowing these days, so it's jam-packed and I kind of have to keep flip-flopping. So I kind of want to drive the Z around, so I'm gonna go pick that up from her house. But let's walk around and just, it's turning out to be a nice day, so let's get some shots of the Mustang. Roll over to my mom's now. It's sad though, looking at the car, man, it needs a cleaning. I haven't actually given this one a good bath ever since I think we got it back from paint, where we got the hood painted, unfortunately. So she's looking a little rough, but once it gets warmer out, we'll give her some TLC. There's actually a few things I have left planned for this car. It's just I got too many projects, so we're gonna go, like I said, the Chaos garage is overflowing, so we're gonna dump this off at my mom's to pick up my Z. So I made it to my mom's house. So this is actually the second cold start that we'll get of the day. So we got the Mustang this morning, and now we'll get the Z. We've secured the Z, so now we got a little errand to run. I'm hoping to fix up the lawnmower today. So now that we've kind of had some fun, I got a chore to do. But I'm trying to replace the spark plug on the lawnmower. At first I thought it was a starter. Replaced that, still didn't start. So I'm gonna run to the auto parts store. I've already got the spark plug, the replacement spark plug, but there's like the interior trim removal tool. That apparently is like the key to removing the spark plug. So I've got to run to the store, grab that, and then we can get home and see if we can get this lawnmower running. Made it home from Cars and Coffee, and we stopped and picked up that needed pry tool, so that way we can work on the lawnmower here in a little bit. But I'm starving, so we're in the Chaos kitchen now. Gonna make one of the Slam's world famous wraps. So we got all the ingredients laid out here. So we have our tortilla, which is gonna be our wrap part. We kind of do the mix of the pepper jack cheese and the provolone, turkey, a little bit of Italian dressing. I use as a base layer this tapatio, and then lettuce, of course. Mayonnaise, I'm not a big fan of that. Slam loves it, it's gross, so we'll leave that off mine. Guess which is which? So obviously Slam is the perfectionist. She has the better wrapping skills, but it's how it tastes, right? Not how it presented. Pretty easy lunch, but it's delicious. So we're about to smash this wrap, and then we got some yogurt. And every meal, I'm one of those weirdos, so I have to have milk. So I drink milk with everything. But gonna smash this. This will give us the fuel to go work on the lawnmower, because man, I've been up early, so I really want to go to bed right now, take a nap. But gonna power through, get some food in us, and then go work on the lawnmower. This whole lawnmower project is something I actually started the other day, and I'm chasing, basically it won't start. So like, I don't think it's the battery. The battery's relatively new, and it'll kind of turn over. So I've replaced the starter, and now picked up a spark plug And the only thing that was kind of keeping me from fixing it the other day was this interior pry removal tool. So a lot of people will just yank on the plug wire and that'll end up stripping it. So I didn't want to go down that road, so I just wanted to wait, make sure we got the right parts, right tools to do the job. So hopefully this goes smoothly. But if this doesn't allow it to start, I'm running out of options. But hopefully it's just a spark plug. I don't know how long I've had this lawnmower now, but it's never been changed, so it's definitely overdue. Well, just my luck. So when I went to the John Deere dealer the other day, they looked up the part number for the spark plug, and it's a Champion plug. And of course, there was a 50-50 shot of which plug it could be. So like when they pulled up this particular model, the D110 John Deere, it either runs one of two plugs. So like, you know what, just go ahead and grab one. You got a 50-50 shot. Odds are it'll work out. Well, true chaos fashion, wrong plug. So they're numbered on here, and this one has a completely different part number. So we're kind of dead in the water. With a little further assessing, this is our plug wire. So this is the booty that slips over the spark plug. I've had mice in here and there should be a rubber sleeve, I would imagine, that's covering the rest of this wire. So that might be our culprit. So I mean, it's not gonna hurt to change the spark plug itself, but we need to get a new wire as well. So we're gonna halt this project and see what we can get into next. Since that was a failed attempt at fixing the lawnmower, I forgot there's actually a virtual concert for one of my favorite artists. So he's the lead singer of The Movie Life and I'm the Avalanche. So they date back to, well, like when I was in high school and everything, and I've just been following him through his musical journey and everything, and that is by far, yeah, my hands down favorite artist. So he's actually doing a live set from his apartment, like live streaming from, yeah, his apartment in New York in just a little bit. So we got about an hour to kill. Slam doesn't actually feel good, so she's laying down. So I'm trying to be quiet. I was debating either gaming out to some Car X on PS5, but I think I've actually been reading the IDW. I'm a huge Ninja Turtle fan, so I've actually been reading like the IDW series. So I'm on volume 6. So I think there's 12, maybe 13, don't hold me to it, total so far. And I'm absolutely loving this series. I never actually read the comic books when I was younger. Like there's all kinds of iterations or whatever, but like this one, the IDW, is relatively new. I can't remember when it dates back to, but it is outstanding. So I've been reading through these and got a lot of catching up because I'm far behind. But if you are into Ninja Turtles or comic books or anything like that, give this a read. You won't be disappointed. Here's my current setup. Got my favorite artist on. Gonna watch him. He plays for the next hour or so. So gonna jam out and listen to this. But if you don't know anything about him, it's Vinnie Caruana. And like I said, he was the lead singer of The Movie Life and I'm the Avalanche. But amazing artist, worth checking out. I'm gonna sit here and enjoy it for the next hour.
It's been way too long since I crossed the Verrazano Narrows or any stretch. When are you coming home? Get back here. Every day's a battle. Untie your hands, you'll be in the ground one day. Get mad, be brave. Put your hands on my throat. Promise to squeeze and don't let go. Train station knows every word you said. Vacation from all the games we played. I turn away. Long Island's calling me.
Just got finished watching the live stream. Vinnie absolutely crushed it. Like I said, he's my favorite artist. He always does a really good job. And if you haven't checked him out, I'm gonna put some clips in there so you can, you know, see what he's all about. But definitely, he said he's gonna be doing more of these live streams throughout the winter. So, because kind of the way the world is, like, not many artists are touring right now. So, kind of good for me because he's like a northern New York guy. So, most of his tours kind of consist of New York, New Jersey, Philly, that kind of area. So, very rarely to get down here to North Carolina. So the live streams are perfect for me because I get to see him way more than I ever would. But as we were live streaming, the mail came. We got a package. So I'm gonna jump into this, see what we got.
Show me what you got.
New car, new battery tender. So I don't know if I've ever really talked about it, but in order to keep all my batteries alive, since I don't drive the cars, but once a month, a couple times a month, so they do a lot of sitting. But like these C-Tech, that's the kind of go-to brand that I've discovered does a really good job. So I have one on each one of the vehicles, but because we got the Viper now, one is missing out. So picked up another one of these, so this will help out. It's not really install because they just they come with like alligator clips that you can just use hooked directly, you know, to the battery, or they also come with like a little adapter that if you do want to kind of like hardwire it to the battery, which I have a mix of both. So some batteries are easy to get to, like the Mustang for instance. I just use the alligator clips for that. But like the FRS and I think the Camaro as well, I have those kind of like hardwired. But definitely recommend these like C-Tech battery tenders. And since we are talking about new things, Slam actually hooked me up with the initial D set. So still wrapped, brand new, very difficult to find, well, especially the fourth stage. I don't know why, but you can find the first, second, third relatively easy, but why number 4 is hard to come by, I'm not sure. Maybe it's the best one, I don't know, but I've actually only seen a sporadic amount of episodes, so I'm excited to actually go through and watch the whole series. I'm actually gonna sign off here for the day. It's been a busy one. So going from Cars and Coffee this morning, getting up bright and early because the location where they have Cars and Coffee is an hour from the house. So to get up early enough to then do the pre-meet, to then cruise over with all the homies to the actual Cars and Coffee, walking around there, it's exhausting. So I'm kind of wore out. Like I said early in the video, like Slam doesn't necessarily feel good. So had a busy day, enjoyed hanging out with you all, and y'all follow me around for just hanging out for the day. So if you enjoyed this kind of style, let me know. Like, I would like to do more of this instead of just strictly, you know, start to finish car stuff, kind of taking you around and just hanging out for the day. So let me know if you enjoyed that. But I do appreciate everybody watching. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one.